Joe Ryan, meantime, I mean, the Twins were a good pitching unit. That was the revelation of the early season, and Joe Ryan was a big part of that. Not the same guy down the stretch. What do we expect today?
Well, we expect a guy that has an unusual fastball, and he's had an up and down year. Last year, I know, a couple years ago, he was traded from the Rays for Nelly Cruz, got to Minnesota, and was like, wow, look at this guy. Yep. And I think the impressive part of it is when you watch Joe Ryan pitch, he pitches off his fastball, but he doesn't throw the 98 to 100. Here's a guy that ends up in that 94 range, which is right there at about Major League average. But I wanted to show this. This is the most strikeouts on four-seam fastballs. Here's the group of the starting pitchers. If you look, I wanted to drill down on Strider, over to it, led all the baseball in strikeouts, the 97.3 miles an hour. You look at the whiff rate, it's identical to a guy who throws over 100 miles an hour, and Ryan does not. He's in that 94 range, 92 average actually, but he'll touch 94. So why is that Joe Ryan has the same whiff rate as a guy who throws over 100? You look at what's transpired with this, and this is the whole thing about when you watch our players that we love, you don't know what's really going on. He's a high fastball guy and a low. Stop right there, please. Back it up. I got to get my half a second with Sid Fernandez. Sid was a guy back in the day, yes, with the Mets, and he ended up looking like he pushed the ball. And go ahead and play it. He was a guy that was underneath it, and if we had all of this analytics and TrackMan data and all that, he was getting a lot of major league hitters that swung at the high fastball. I used Billy Wagner. He's probably a little bit higher with his release point, but that's the essence of Joe Ryan. You're going to watch his ability. He's got to dot up. He's got the two-seamer end on the righty and the four-seamer away. Dot up meaning he's got to go corners, especially early on, so he could get the high fastball. This right here, splitter, it kind of lost him a little bit early when he had some tough time with his numbers. The high fastball is what I'm going to look for right here. If you look at this right here, where he comes out of his slot, he's got one of the lowest slots. The ball seems to appear in the strike zone and goes up. Want to take a look right here. Tim Anderson, stop right here. Stop. Okay, keep playing it until he's about ready to throw the ball. Stop. Back it up. Okay. Right at ball release. Move forward. Okay. Stop right there. All right. Right here. BK, I know you never played, maybe high school, maybe Little League.
Come on now.
What does this look like to you right here? You got it. It's go time. It's a 1-2 count. BK, I'm not being derogatory, but does this look like it's going to be in the zone?
Yeah.
Okay. He's got a low slot.
Yeah.
Meaning vertical approach angle is down. The ball seems to rise. We know gravity pulls everything down. Go ahead and play it slow, please. Stop right there. All right. So the commitment has to be made by a major league hitter. This guy, a 300-plus hitter, right? A year or two, whatever. He ends up committing to a ball that ultimately ends up being high. Go ahead and play it. That is what Joe Ryan does. Yes, he's got to break it. Here, right here, I got Strider. Stop at ball release, please. One more time. I know everybody's going to get mad at me. Go ahead and play at ball release. Stop right there. Back it up. All right, so you have two different release angles, right? Strider led all the baseball. He throws 1 billion. This guy throws 94. I started the tape with, they got the same swing and miss. He gets really funky swings because it looks like a strike.
He's at a lower angle.
He's at a lower angle, and then Strider's he's a bully. He just bullies hitters with the 98 to 100 miles an hour. Go ahead and you can play it. I just wanted to do the guys with similar exact swing and miss rate of what Joe Ryan had done. I wanted to put some names through this. These are starters with release point, and this is significant. This is unusual. He's got a release point under 5 feet. That's unusual. Major League average is about 6'1"-ish. And here I just wanted to put some of the guys that are on the lower end. Coincidentally enough, this is a low release angle. We talked about it in last segment. He's even lower. It makes these fastballs look more effective, perceived velocity, all that other stuff, and it gets major league hitters swinging at pitches that look like strikes that are balls.
You watch that. I know physicists will tell you that the ball doesn't rise. It just doesn't fall as much. That ball seems to be rising, doesn't it? It's amazing.
It does. And I think, again, if you're out here and you have that kind of velocity, you're letting it go here, and it has the illusion. I think it's an illusion. Does it actually?
No, I think it stays on plane almost the whole time, but it just looks like the ball is rising completely.
Right.